Hey guys, I'm back and we're talking Romeo and Juliet Act 4, and I'm going to talk about scenes 4 and 5 here. 5 is kind of longer. I realized I actually left that off this text that I gave you. I'm going to have to replace that. Um, but I'm going to talk about 4 and 5 now and then do that. So scene 4 is very short. We just have Lady Capulet and the nurse talking, getting ready, talking with the servants, about what's going on in the house. And getting ready for the wedding. And that's pretty much all that happens, right? This is just kind of a little comic relief and a little, business going on before, we find out, what. And that takes us into scene 5, right? So scene 5, Juliet's chamber. Juliet is on the bed. And the nurse comes in there to wake her up, and we know what's going to happen here, right? And this is another section where the nurse is making some kind of sexual jokes about what Juliet's going to be up to tonight after she is married, kind of like what she did with Romeo, right? Been here before. Um, Speaking of that, the nurse knows that she's already married to Romeo, and she's not saying anything about that. It's kind of a weird situation. But anyway, yeah, she makes some jokes, and the jokes become particularly dark to us because we know that she's not going to wake up, right? And the nurse is going to think that she's dead because she's not in on it. So as soon as she says, "Oh, lamentable day," when you lament something you regret, something horrible happening, and Lady Capulet asks, what's the matter? And the nurse doesn't say it at first, right? But they eventually figure out that she seems to be dead. They yell for the dad, and then they uh, they all come in, and they're of course horrified, right? Kind of a famous line here: "Life in these lips long have separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field." Great poetry there, right? Like when you have spring weather that starts to come and flowers bloom, and like that's Juliet. And then you have an untimely frost, right? Like a freeze that happens in April or something, and it kills off a bunch of beautiful flowers. That's what he's comparing it to. So they go on and on for a while about how upset they are. The friar comes in, right? Oh, is the bride ready to go to church? No, he knows that she's alive. This is kind of a weird position for the friar to be in, right? And Capulet says ready to go but never to return. In other words, she's going to be brought there for her funeral instead of her wedding. um, but of course the friar knows that she's not really dead. Okay, so they're horribly upset. They just kind of go on and on about that for a while. There's other poetics going on and things like that. And he tries to comfort them, right? Which is kind of weird, that they should be thankful for how beautiful she was and be thankful for the time with her. Um, but yeah, not a happy scene. And then we have the musicians come in at the end, not really for comic relief, but to kind of break the tension. And they're singing a song, kind of mourning. And that, I think, is pretty much it, and takes us to the end of, yeah, Act 4. Okay, well, guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon.